humble obeisances. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. Thank you so much, Mataji, for joining the call. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Mataji, Dandavat Pranamam, glories to Srila Prabhupada. This is Neetu from Baltimore.
Hare Krishna, Neetu Mataji. Please accept my humble obeisances. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. Thank you so much, Mataji, for joining the call. Hare Krishna. Anyone else who would like to introduce? Hare Krishna, dear devotees. I once again welcome all of you to this Bhakti Sangha Japa conference call for the mid-morning session of Sri Chaitanya Bhagavat. But before moving on to the session, I would like to read Prabhupada's quote for today. Today is 29th April. On 1973, Prabhupada has written from Los Angeles, Krishna is living everywhere. That is the vision of the higher devotees. Actually, he is living, but still, because we are in the lower condition, we should know that here is Krishna in the temple. Krishna is everywhere, but for us, because we have no such vision to see Krishna anywhere and everywhere, therefore we should come here in the temple and see Krishna. Here is Krishna. Krishna has kindly appeared here in a manner in which I can see him. That is Krishna's mercy. That is temple. Hare Krishna. Very nice quote. Hare Krishna, dear devotees. I once again welcome all of you to this Bhakti Sangha Japa conference call. Hare Krishna. Prabhuji, please accept my humble obeisances. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. So today's session, dear devotees, will be given by His Grace Adi Gadadhar Prabhuji on Sri Chaitanya Bhagavat Madhya Khanda, chapter 23, verses from 436 to 459. Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. Over to you, Prabhuji. Hare Bol.
Hare Krishna. Thank you very much, Anita Mataji. Dear devotees, let us recite our Mangalacharan prayers together. Om Ajnanatimirandhasya Jnananjanashalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha Vandeham Shri Guru Shri Yutapadakamalam Shri Gurun Vaishnavamscha Shri Rupam Sagrajatam Sahagana Raghunathanvitam Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padan Sahagana Lalita Shri Vishakhan Vitamscha Namam Vishnupadaya Krishna Prishthaya Bhutale Shrimate Bhaktivedanta Swamin Niti Namine Namaste Saraswate Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschatya Deshatarine Jaya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shrivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna. We are reading from Sri Chaitanya Bhagavat, Madhya Khanda, chapter 23, text 436. Srila Vrindavan Das Thakur Mahashay is telling us about Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's visit, accompanied by all his dear devotees, to the house of Shri Kolavecha Sridhar, a Mahabhagavat Vaishnava. सर्वमुखे हरिनाम शुनि प्रभु हासे नाचिया चलीला प्रभु श्रीधरे रवासे. Lord Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu smiled as he heard the chanting of the holy name of Lord Hari from the mouths of all the devotees. Sarvamukhi Hari Nam Shuni Prabhu Hase. Which means Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu becomes happy when we chant the holy names of Lord Sri Hari. Therefore, we should always chant Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Because the purpose of life is to give pleasure to Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Atha Pumbir Dvija Shrestha, Varnashrama Vibhagasha, Swanushtitasya Dharmasya, Samsiddhir Hari Toshanam. The purpose of life is to give pleasure to Krishna. And Krishna feels happy when we chant his name. Therefore, he advises us in Bhagavad Gita also, Sadatam Kirtayanto Mam. Sarvamukhe Harinam Shuni Prabhu Hase. Hearing the chanting of the holy name of Lord Hari from the mouths of all the devotees, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu became happy and he smiled. And Nachiya Chalila Prabhu Shridharera Vase. Vas means his house, Nivas. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu danced along with his dear devotees and came to the house of Sri Kolavecha Sridhar, his very dear devotees. In the purport, Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur Prabhupada, the revered spiritual master of our beloved founder Acharya, His Divine Grace, Shri Srimad Abhay Charanarvinda Bhaktivedanta Swami Maharaj Srila Prabhupada, says, from the village of the weavers, Shri Gaura Sundar went to Sridhar's courtyard. Text 437. Bhanga eko ghara matra Sridhare ravas, uttari lagiya Prabhu tahara avas. Lord Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu then entered Sridhar's house, and the house was just one broken room. Bhanga means broken. Bhanga eko ghara matra Sridhare ravas. The nivas, the home, residence of Sri Kolavecha Sridhar was just one little broken down room. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu entered. Sabe eka lauha patra achaye duyare katothani tali taha choreo na hare. At the doorway, duyare means at the door, Kolavecha Sridhar had one metal water pot. It was made of iron. And it was broken, it was many times repaired. It was in such bad shape, this old little broken down iron pot, that chore ona hare, even a chore, even a thief would not steal it because it had no value. It was a worthless, old, rusted, broken water pot that Sridhar kept near the doorway of his one room cottage. नृत्य करे महाप्रभु श्रीधर आंगने जलपूर्ण पात्र प्रभु देखिला आपने. As Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu danced in Kolavecha Sridhar's courtyard, he saw that pot of water. Jalapurna Patra Prabhu Dekhila Apane. Mahaprabhu spotted that old, rusted, broken iron water pot, metal water pot of Sri Kolavecha Sridhar. As Mahaprabhu was doing kirtan and dancing in the courtyard. Just like Mahaprabhu danced in Srivasangan, now Mahaprabhu is dancing in Sridharangan. Sridharangan means just outside that one room cottage where Sridhar used to live. Nritya kare Mahaprabhu Sridhara Angane. Mahaprabhu is dancing in Harinam Sankirtan. And then he spotted that iron pot. Bhakta prema bhujaite Shri Shachi Nandana Lauha patra tuli lai lena tatakshana. To display and to make everyone understand his love for his devotees, Shri Shachinandan Gaurahari, Shri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu suddenly picked up that iron water pot. Lauha Patra Tuli Lailena Tatakshana. Suddenly, unexpectedly, Mahaprabhu picked up that water pot of Sridhar's. Why? Bhakta Prema Bhujaite. To teach all of us how much Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Sri Shachinandan, Bhakta Prem, how much love Krishna has for his devotees. Ye tu dharmamritam idam yathoktam paryupasate shraddhadhana mat parama bhaktaste ativa me priya. In Bhagavad Gita 12th chapter, Krishna says that the devotees are very dear to him. Krishna spoke that. And Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, who is Krishna, is practically demonstrating how much Krishna loves his devotees. Mahaprabhu suddenly picked up that water pot of Sridhar. Let's see what happens after that. Jala piye Mahaprabhu sukhe apanar, kara shakti ache taha naya karibar. After suddenly picking up that water pot of Sridhar's, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu drank water from that pot in his own ecstasy. Jala piye Mahaprabhu sukhe apanar. In his own bliss, in his own ecstasy, he drank water from that water pot. In his own ecstasy. He's not considering whether that water is clean, dirty, whether the water pot is clean, dirty, nothing. Mahaprabhu, sukhe apanar. In his own ecstasy, Jala piye Mahaprabhu. He drank water from that water pot. Kara Shakti Achetaha Naya Karibar. And who has the power to stop Mahaprabhu? When Mahaprabhu wants to do something, who has the power to stop? He's Satya Sankalpa. Whatever Mahaprabhu decides, that will happen. Who has the power to stop him? But what did Sridhar say? Marilu, Marilu Bali, Dakaye Sridhara, More Samharite se, Aila Mora Ghara. Shri Kolavicha Sridhar exclaimed in great pain, Marilu, Marilu, I am dead, I am dead, I am finished, I am finished. Hi, hi. Sridhar started crying. Dakaye Sridhar. More samharite se aila mora ghar. Oh, today Mahaprabhu has come to my house, but he has come to finish me. Mahaprabhu has come to take away my life. What has Mahaprabhu done? That Mahaprabhu that I worship on the altar of my heart, that Mahaprabhu who I love so much. Hi, 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 what he has done. He has drunk that dirty water. In the purport, Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur writes, Mahaprabhu, Sri Chaitanya Dev, happily drank water from Kolavecha Sridhar's old iron pot. To understand what a old iron pot is, those of us who have been to India, you get those tin cans, or those of you who have traveled in the railways of the olden days, sometimes there's that pot in the bathroom and it is rusted. Or in your school growing up in India, you have seen those rusted pots of water in the bathroom, in the toilet. Hmm. Before plastic, what plastic became popular, there used to be metal pots. And the nature of an iron pot is that iron gets rusted. It was not a stainless steel rust-free pot. It was rusted, and iron comes in contact with water, it's going to get rusted. It was a rusted, dirty, old iron pot. And Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu drank water from it. On seeing Gaurasundar take service without asking, poor Sridhar blamed his fortune, which was the result of his poverty, and said, I could not properly welcome Sri Gaurasundar, therefore he has forcibly drunk water from my broken water pot to kill me. to inflict my heart with distress. How kill me? Marilu, Marilu, why? Because I cannot bear to watch Mahaprabhu drink water from that dirty water pot. What to do? I don't have a nice plate and nice glasses for Mahaprabhu to serve him nice bhoga. I only have this old water pot. Mahaprabhu must be thirsty. And because I did not offer any hospitality, Mahaprabhu was forced to drink water from that dirty water pot. I am so fallen. I am so fallen. He started cursing himself. This is the heart of a Vaishnava. He's seeing fault in himself. बलिया मूर्छित हैला सुकृति श्रीधर प्रभु बोले शुद्ध मोरा आजी कलेवर. Sridhar was so tormented to see Mahaprabhu drink water from his old dirty iron water pot. He was so traumatized, he was so agonized, he was so distraught to see Mahaprabhu drink that dirty water that he fell down unconscious. After speaking in this way, the pious Sridhar, Sukriti Sridhar was cursing himself. Hi, hi. But Srila Vrindavan Das Thakur reminds us that Sridhar was the most perfect devotee, most sincere devotee. So he's called Sukriti, always engaged in good activities. The pious Sridhar Murchit Haila. He fell down, losing his consciousness. He fell down unconscious. Prabhu bole Shuddha Mora Aji Kalevar. At that time, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu said, today my body has become purified. As if Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu has drunk some very special Charanamrit. He says, today my body has become purified. Shuddha Mora Aji Kalevar. Aji means today. Kalevar means my body. My body has become Shuddha today because I drank water from that iron pot. Hare Krishna. Aji mora bhakti haila Krishnera charane Sridharera jalapana karilu jakhane. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu said to all the devotees, today by drinking Sridhar's water, I have attained devotion for the lotus feet of Lord Krishna. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, who is the source of all devotion, who is our Sampradaya Acharya, who is Srimati Radharani. Radha Bhavadyuti Suvalitam Naomi Krishna Swarupam. Is Krishna with the love of Srimati Radharani, with the emotions of Srimati Radharani, with the mood of Srimati Radharani, and Radharani's beautiful golden complexion, the complexion of pure love. That Prema Murti, Prem Purushottam, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is saying, today I will get Krishna Prem because I drank water from the pot of Kolavecha Sridhar. Aji moro bhakta hila Krishnera charane Sridharera jalapan karilu jakhane. Because I have drunk water from Sridhar's pot, I think today I will attain real devotion to the lotus feet of Lord Krishna. Hare Krishna. Purport. After Gaura Sundar drank water from Sridhar's old iron water pot and heard the statements of Sridhar, Marilu, Marilu, why Mahaprabhu is drinking water from my old pot? After hearing the words of Sridhar, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's propensity for serving Krishna awakened. His forgetfulness of Krishna was destroyed. And since he was fixed in the service of the Supreme Lord, without looking for external happiness, his body was purified. Janardan is bhavagrahi. Murkho vadati Vishnaye, dhiras vadati Vishnave, ubhayo hi tu samam punyam, bhavagrahi Janardana. This is the verdict of the Shastra. This is a statement of the Shastra that Lord Krishna, who is called as Janardan, the reservoir of all the jivas, the maintainer of all the jivas, Janardhan Krishna is bhav-grahi. He accepts the bhav, the sentiments, the emotions, the love of his devotees. He is appreciative of the devotees' sentiments. Rather than being served with the opulences of this material world, golden plate, scented, purified, boiled, filtered, high pH, organic water. He accepts the living entity's non-duplicitous, heartfelt service. Patram pushpam phalam toyam yome bhaktya prayashyati. Tadaham bhaktiruparitam ashnami prayatatmana. He will accept it, ashnami, he will eat it if it is offered with love and devotion. And Sridhar was filled with love and devotion. Therefore, Mahaprabhu accepted that water, even though it was not offered to Krishna. Sridhar did not take a bell in his left hand and turn on, Namo Brahmanya Devaya, Namo Mahavadanyaya, Krishna Prema Pradayate, Krishna Krishna Chaitanya Namne Gauratu Senma. Sridhar did not do any of that. Yet, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu happily drank his water because he had devotion. Bhavagrahi Janardhan. Even though the water was not clean, Mahaprabhu, rather than being served with the opulences of this material world, he accepts the devotee's heartfelt service. Bhavagrahi Janardhan. Therefore, Mahaprabhu drank the water. एखने से विष्णु भक्ति हैला आमार कहिते कहिते पड़े नयनेर धार. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is telling all the devotees, now I have attained devotional service to Vishnu. Ekhane se Vishnu bhakti haila amar. Now I have attained Vishnu bhakti. After speaking these words, tears flowed from Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's eyes. Kahite kahite pade nayanera dhar. Mahaprabhu. Drinking that dirty water from that rusted old iron water pot of Sridhar's, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is having tears of ecstasy. Just see how Mahaprabhu loves his devotees. वैष्णवेरा जल पाने विष्णु भक्ति है सवारे भुजाए प्रभु गौरांग सदय. Sodaya, the merciful Lord Gauranga, Sabare Bhujai, Gauranga Prabhu, Sadaya, Sadaya, merciful Lord Gauranga revealed to everyone the fact, the Siddhanta that Vaishnavara Jalapane Vishnu Bhakti hai. That one attains devotional service to Lord Vishnu by drinking a Vaishnava's water. Bhakta Pada Dhuli, Bhakta Pada Jal, Bhakta Bhukta Avashesh, Teen Mahabal. Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita teaches us. The water of a Vaishnava, Bhakta Bhukta Avashesh, it could be water drunk by a Vaishnava, or Bhakta Pada Jal. It could be water that has washed the lotus feet of a Vaishnava. In any case, Vaishnava Prasad is very powerful. कृष्ण से तोमार कृष्ण दीते पारो तोमारा शकति आछे आमी तो कंगाल कृष्ण कृष्ण बोली धाई तव पाछे पाछे. Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur writes beautiful. कृष्ण से तोमार कृष्ण दीते पारो तोमारा शकति आछे आमी तो कंगाल कृष्ण कृष्ण बोली धाई तव पाछे पाछे. Greatest wealth is Krishna, and Krishna is the possession. Krishna belongs to the pure devotees. Aham bhakta paradhino. Tomara hridaya sada govinda vishram. Krishna belongs to his devotees, and therefore the pure devotees can give Krishna to others. Mahaprabhu says so many times, I am sold to Vasudev Datta. I am sold to Haridas Thakur. Mahaprabhu says, they can sell me wherever they want. They can sell me wherever they want. Therefore, a pure devotee can give Krishna to others. Krishna dite paro tomara shakati ache. But who will receive the gift of Krishna from a pure Vaishnava? Tvam akinchana gochara. That person who is akinchan. Janma Aishwarya Shruta Shribhir. If we are filled with these opulences, high birth, money, vidya, then we will not be able to beg. We will not be able to do dhai tava pache pache. We will not be able to run after a Vaishnava sadhu. to get Krishna from him or her. So we have to be Amito Kangal. Krishna Krishna boli dhai tava pache pache. That feeling that I am Kangal, I am impoverished, I have nothing, I am akinchan. That is required to receive Krishna. That is why many times highly successful people, millionaires, CEOs, big scientists, big politicians, big movie stars, big sports stars, they don't take to Krishna consciousness. In many cases, they don't. Why? Because they lack humility. And humility is necessary to access Krishna's mercy. Humility is necessary to get bhakti. Because bhakti comes from a bhakta. Bhakti comes from a bhakta. Bhakta sanjayate bhakti. Bhakti comes from a bhakta. So unless we go to a bhakta and we do tad vidhi pranipatena, pariprashnena sevaya, how we will get bhakti? And that a CEO finds difficult to do. That a multimillionaire finds difficult to do. That a big movie or sports star finds it very difficult to humble themselves in front of a Vaishnava. That's why they don't get it. This Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur explains in Jaiva Dharma. Why powerful, influential people generally don't become devotees? Because they find it very difficult to humble themselves in front of a Vaishnava who is akinchan. You have so much. How do you surrender to somebody who has nothing? From a social point of view, from a material point of view, this person is a failure. And from a social material point of view, I am a star, superstar. I am success story. Why I should fall down before this person who is simply wearing a gamcha, sitting under a tree and doing bhajan? Why? He has nothing. In fact, so many sadhus like this are coming to me for help. Give us money, we want to build a temple, donate, do this, do that. Why should I bow down to them? They are dependent on me. दीनेर अधिक दया करे भगवान, पंडित कुलीन धनी बड़ा अभिमान. Shri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu says, fourth chapter, Antelila Shri Chaitanya Charitamrita, to Srila Sanatana Goswami. So to show that one gets bhakti to Lord Vishnu by drinking the water of Vaishnava. Vishnu belongs to Vaishnava. Vaishnava belongs to Vishnu, and Vishnu belongs to Vaishnava. Sadhavo hridayam mayam, sadhunam hridayatvam. I am in the heart of my devotees are in my heart. This is the Siddhanta of Srimad Bhagavatam. Lord Vishnu tells Durvasa Muni in the 9th canto, my devotees are in my heart and I am in the heart of my devotees. But this is Vaikuntha. The Sudarshan Chakra should not torment me. The Sudarshan Chakra should not threaten me. The Sudarshan Chakra should not burn me. Why am I fearful in Vaikuntha? Why am I fearful when I have taken shelter of Abhaya Charana Aravinda? Your lotus feet give Abhaya. Sakrideva prapannoyam tavasmite sayachate. Abhayam sarvada tasmai dadami tadvratam. I am taking shelter of you. I am surrendering to you. Why you are not giving me Abhaya? Why you are not giving me protection? Why you are not giving me fearlessness? Where is your heart? Oh Lord Vishnu, where is your heart today? Lord Vishnu says, my heart is with the devotees who you have offended. Aham bhakta paradhino. He aswatantra vadvija. Sadhuvir grasta hridayo. Bhaktair bhakta janapriya. I am in the heart. My heart is in the heart of the devotees. I am in the heart of my devotees. What can I give you? I belong to my devotees. But you are Vaishnava Drohi. Therefore, you will not get mercy. You will not get Abhay at Abhay Charan. You will not get. Because you have offended my Vaishnavas, to whom I belong. Here Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is saying, Vaishnavas can give Vishnu. You drink the water of the Vaishnav, you will get Vishnu. वैष्णव जल पाने विष्णु भक्ति है सवारे भुजाए प्रभु गौरांग सदय. The merciful Lord Gauranga revealed to everyone that one attains devotional service to Lord Vishnu by drinking the water of a Vaishnava. Haribol. Purport. As stated, Griniyad Vaishnava Jalam. One should accept water from a Vaishnava. Griniyad. One should accept Vaishnava Jalam. Jal, water from a Vaishnava, we should accept. By drinking the remnants of a Vaishnava's water, devotional service to Vishnu is awakened. Therefore, we beg from the Brijvasis who have natural love for Krishna, and Krishna has natural love for Brijvasis. That is the whole concept of Madhukari. That by eating the food of the devotees of Radha and Krishna, I will also get bhakti. By drinking the remnants of a Vaishnava's water, devotional service to Vishnu is awakened. Ordinary people consider that all possessions of an akinchan or materially exhausted Vaishnava have some value, except his insignificant water, which they neglect as worthless. So to teach everybody that even the water of a Vaishnava is not to be neglected. It is not insignificant. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu drank the water. Hari Bol. And then Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, in his typical style, unique style, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu substantiates what he is saying from a quotation from the holy scriptures, revealed scriptures, Shastra. Here Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is quoting from Sri Padma Puran, Adi Khanda, chapter 31, text 112. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is saying, प्रार्थयेद् वैष्णवस्यान्नं प्रयत्नेन विचक्षणः सर्वपापविशुद्ध्यर्थं तद अभावे जलं पिबेत. To become freed from all sinful reactions, sarva papa vishuddhyartham. In order to become free from all pap, learned persons, those who are learned persons, should beg for Lord's remnants, should beg prasad, food offered by the Vaishnavas, or the Vaishnavas' remnants, prasad or Mahaprasad, Mahaprasad, they should beg for it. If one is unable to obtain Mahaprasad or Mahaprasad from a Vaishnava, he should drink the remnants of a Vaishnava's water. Tad abhave, if we cannot get the prasad, anna, prarthayed Vaishnavasyannam, beg for prasad, anna, prasad from Vaishnavas. But tad abhave, if you don't get it, then jalam pibet. Then go and drink the water of the Vaishnava. Either the water from the Vaishnava's drinking pot or the water that has washed the lotus feet of the Vaishnava. In the life of Shripad Ramanujacharya, this principle can be very easily understood, where it is mentioned in a particular village in South India where Shripad Ramanujacharya went for prachar. Hardly anyone came for the evening satsang. And the reason was many of the villagers were proud. Many of the villagers were upset with Shripad Ramanujacharya because Shripad Ramanujacharya accepted among his followers even those who belong to the lower castes like Shudras. Shripad Ramanujacharya did not discriminate. Anybody who worships Lord Vishnu, anybody who follows the principles of Vaishnavism must be accepted as a Vaishnava. Because it is Janma Karma Vibhagasha. If your qualities, your activities are that of a Vaishnava, you are a Vaishnava. So these villagers, some of them were Shaivites, so they did not want to hear Vaishnava Harikatha. Some were upset, disrespectful towards Sripad Ramanujacharya because he was accepting in his fold even Shudras who wanted to live the Vaishnava lifestyle. Some were just ignorant, some were just disinterested, and some were very proud. We are Brahmanas. We don't need to hear from anybody. We are the head of the society already. So hardly anybody came. Being merciful to these disrespectful villagers, Sripad Ramanujacharya simply asked that the lotus feet of his dear devotee, Dasharathi, be submerged in the water of that well, because that well was the only water source for that village. Next day morning, villagers as usual came. Unbeknownst to them, that entire well water had become Charanamrit. Bhakta Padajal. It had become Bhakta Padajal. Hari Bol. And just by drinking the Charanamrit of a pure Vaishnava, Sripad Ramanujacharya had faith that the hearts of these villagers will be transformed. And sure enough, that evening, the whole village turned out to hear Hari Katha. This is the power of Vaishnava Jal, the water of the Vaishnavas, either their Charanamrit or water that they have drunk and left behind. Hari Bol. Text 448. भकत वात्सल्य देखी सर्व भक्त गण सबारा उठिला maha ananda krandana. When the devotees saw Lord Gaurasundar's display of his affection for his dear devotee Sridhar, they all began to cry in great ecstasy. Maha ananda krandan. They are crying krandan, but out of great bliss. Maha ananda. Wow, wow. Our Mahaprabhu is so merciful. Our Mahaprabhu is so bhakta vatsala. Mahaprabhu loves us so much. See, if we have to make it back home, back to Godhead on our own strength, if we have to face the reactions of all our sins, all our offenses, all our misdeeds, then we will never make it back home, back to Godhead. Our only saving grace is His divine grace. Struggle for existence, the human race, our only hope, His divine grace. His divine grace means Krishna's divine grace. Krishna's concession to his devotees. He is samoham sarubhuteshu. Name dveshyosti na priya. But ye bhajanti mam nityam. But those who worship him, Krishna says they are in me and I am in them. Pakshapat. Yes, Krishna is impartial. But those who approach him, then the Siddhanta is applied that Mamevaya prapadyante mayametam taranti. Then Krishna takes responsibility for his devotee. Kaunteya pratijani name bhakta pranashyati. This merciful nature of Krishna, this fact that Krishna is Bhakta Vatsal, not only Bhakta Vatsal, Bhritya Vashyata, quality of Krishna, Bhritya Vashyata. He is under the control of his devotee. Aham Bhakta Paradhinu. This quality and the fact that Srila Prabhupada prayed for all of us, the fact that Sri Vasudev Datta prayed for all of us, the fact that our Vaishnava Acharyas prayed for us, the fact that our Guru Maharaj prays for us, this is our ticket to Golok Vrindavan. Not Bhajan Bal, not Tapasya Bal, not Jnana Bal. It
મારું
is
પાડકાપણ
Kripa.
ક્યાં છે
It is Kripa.
રવૈયા તુવેરના દાણા છે
It is Kripa Bal. That is our saving grace. So seeing this merciful nature of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, all the devotees became ecstatic because all the devotees know this is our saving grace. This is what is going to save us. The causeless mercy. Ahetuki Kripa. Hari Bol. Ahetuki Kripa. They all began to cry Maha Ananda with great happiness. नित्यानंद गदाधर पडिला कांदिया अद्वैत श्रीवास कांदे भूमि ते पडिया. आहा. Shri Nityananda Prabhu, Shri Gadadhar Pandit, Shri Advaita Prabhu, Shri Shrivas Pandit all fell to the ground crying. Let us chant the names of these pure Vaishnavas. Nityananda Gadadhar Padila Kandiya Advaita Shrivasa Kande Bhumi te padiya. Day before yesterday was the divine appearance day of Shri Gadadhar Pandit. Nityananda Gadadhara padila kandiya. Advaita Shrivas kande bhumi te padiya. All these great devotees, Lord Shri Nityananda Prabhu, Shri Gadadhar Pandit, Lord Shri Advaita Prabhu, and Shri Shrivas Pandit, they also went into ecstasy. They started crying Maha Anande. They also cried and they fell to the ground in ecstasy. What is the love of Mahaprabhu? How much he loves this Kolavicha Sridhar, who other people, non devotees, don't even respect. They don't know his glories. And Mahaprabhu is having so much love for him. That iron rusted water pot was really dirty, really, really dirty. And Mahaprabhu drank water from it. Sridhar, those of us who have been to his house, Sridhar's house is close to the Ganga. Mahaprabhu, even if he was thirsty, he could have told, Shrivas, please, can you arrange for some water for me? Dukhi who became Sukhi is always there to bring water, expert in bringing water. Any devotee could have run to Ganga and brought Ganga Jal. Yet, Mahaprabhu drank Sridhar's jal from his dirty, rusted old iron water pot. Kande Hari Dasa Ganga Dasa Vakreshwar Murari Mukunda Kande Shri Chandrasekhar. This Chandrasekhar is different from the Chandrasekhar of Varanasi, who lived with Shri Tapan Mishra. This Chandrasekhar was the uncle of Shri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Haridasa Ganga Dasa Vakreshwar Murari Mukunda and Shri Chandrasekhar all began to cry. They were all crying in ecstasy, seeing how much love Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu has for his dear devotee Sridhar. No envy. Srivas Thakur is not thinking, Arey, Mahaprabhu never did such pastime in my house. So many times I invited him for Harikatha, for Kirtan. No, no envy. They are all happy. Haridas Thakur is happy, Gangadas Pandit is happy, Vakreshwar Pandit is in ecstasy, Murari Gupta is in ecstasy. Different pastimes Mahaprabhu has had with these devotees. Mukunda, Shri Chandrasekhar. I'm laughing because I remembered one pastime with Murari Gupta that Mahaprabhu did. When Mahaprabhu wanted to teach Murari a lesson and Murari was eating rice, Mahaprabhu did something very naughty. So I'm remembering that. So all these devotees are in ecstasy. Govinda, Govindananda, Shri Garbha, Shriman, Kande Kashishwara, Shri Jagadananda Ram. Aha. Shri Govinda, Govindananda, Shri Garbha, Shriman, Shri Kashishwar Pandit, Shri Jagadananda, and Shri Ram Pandit, the brother of Srivas Thakur. They also began to cry. All these devotees witnessed this amazing pastime. Mahaprabhu led Harinam Sankirtan to the small kutir of Sridhar and dancing and chanting in his courtyard. He just went side of the door. His little water pot was there. Mahaprabhu drank water from it. Nobody could stop. And then Mahaprabhu is glorifying. Today my body has become purified. Today I will get devotion to the lotus feet of Lord Krishna because I have drunk the water from the water pot of Kolavecha Sridhar. He is a pure Vaishnava. He can give Krishna to me. Ah, seeing this mood of Mahaprabhu's, all the devotees, they began to cry. Govinda, Govinda, Ananda, Shri Garbha, Shriman, Kande, Kashishwara, Shri Jagadananda Ram. They all started crying in ecstasy. Jagadisha Gopinath Kandenananda Na Shuklambar Garuda Kandaye Sarvajana. Shri Jagdish Pandit, Gopinath, Nandanacharya, Shuklambar Brahmachari, Garud, and all other devotees, they all began to cry. So many devotees were there. Laksha Koti Loka Kande Shire Diya Krishna Re Thakura Mora Anathera Nath. Aha! Millions of people held their heads and cried and exclaimed, seeing Mahaprabhu's love for Sridhar. Oh dear Krishna, oh my Lord, oh Lord of the helpless, you're so merciful. कृष्ण रे ठाकुर मोर, अनाथ हेर अनाथ. Krishna is अनाथ हेर अनाथ. अनाथांचा नाथ विठ्ठल in Maharashtra they say. अनाथ हेर अनाथ. Lord of the helpless. Lord of the helpless. Lord of the orphans. Lord of the homeless. In this material world, we are all homeless and orphaned because we are Krishna Bahirmukh. And when we understand that we have nothing, nobody in this world, akinchan, then Krishna is approachable. Tvam akinchana gochara. So millions of people were crying and exclaiming, "O Lord Krishna, O Thakur, O Anath Hernath. Laksha koti loka kande shire diya hath, Krishna re Thakura mora Anath Hernath." Sing this beautiful pastime. But they were all very moved by Mahaprabhu's display of love. But Sridhar was tormented by seeing what Mahaprabhu had done. And we'll see why. What verse we have to stop? Let me quickly see. 459. की हैला बलिते नारी श्रीधरे रवासे सर्वभावे प्रेम भक्ति हैला परकाशे. Srila Vrindavan Das Thakur says, I am unable to describe what happened at Sridhar's house. I cannot describe what happened at the house of Kolavecha Sridhar, where loving devotional service was fully manifested. Sarva bhave prema bhakti haila parakashe. Ki haila bolite nari Sridhare Ravase. I cannot describe what happened that day in Sridhar's house. Full pure devotional service was fully manifested in that house by Mahaprabhu. Krishna bali kande sarva jagat harishe sankalpa haila siddhi gaura chandra hase. As everyone cried in ecstasy, Maha Anande Krandan, everyone was crying and everyone was chanting the names of Krishna. Krishna bali kande sarva jagat harishe. Everyone was crying in ecstasy, chanting the names of Krishna in ecstasy. Shri Gaurachandra smiled. Gaurachandra hase. Why? Sankalpa hila siddhi. Because his mission was fulfilled. He wanted to drink that water. His mission was accomplished, so he was happy. Very happy. And everyone was watching as Mahaprabhu smiled. देखो सब भाई ए भक्तेर महिमा भक्त वात्सल्येर प्रभु करिले न सीमा. O brothers, just see the glories of the devotees. The Lord displays his greatest affection for his devotees. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is saying, "O brothers, just see the glories of the devotees. Dekha sava bhai ei bhakatera mahima." Look at the glory of Kolavecha Sridhar. Srila Vrindavan Das Thakur is saying, the Lord displays his greatest affection for his devotees. Bhakta Vatsalyera Prabhu Karile Nasima. Lord is Bhakta Vatsal and he's showing how much he loves his devotees. Now please see what was the specialty of that water pot. लौह जल पात्र ताते बाहिरे रजल परम आदरे पान कहिले सकल. That rusted old iron pot of Kolavecha Sridhar was filled with water meant for external use. Yet the Lord very respectfully, very carefully, with affection, Parama Adare Pan. He drank it, drank it, drank it. The whole pot. Kaile Sakal. So this was a pot that Sridhar used to wash himself after answering nature's call. That's why it was kept just outside the house by the door. Old, dirty, rusted water pot made of iron. It was not a drinking water pot. It was not from his kitchen. Lava jala patra tate bahire rajal. Bahire rajal. It was used for cleaning when he went out. In those days, there were no bathrooms inside the house. People would go and respond to nature's call outside and they would carry some water pot to clean themselves. Even today you see in India, When I was growing up, at least I have seen many times, when you drive on the highway, you're passing near a village, you'll see villagers in the morning, they are sitting answering nature's call by the side of the road. And what they have? They have a water pot with them. It was that water pot. Therefore, Sridhar was so tormented, so anguished to see what Mahaprabhu had done. Hare Krishna. लौह जल पात्र ताते बाहिरे रजल परम आदरे पान कहिले ना सकल. It was an iron water pot filled with water meant for external use. Have you seen some medicines? For example, in our hospital, we have those alcohol hand sanitizers, and there is clearly it is written for external use only. Bahir jal. For external use only. It is not meant for consumption. External use only. And Mahaprabhu drank it. How? Parama adare, with respect and affection. In the purport, and pan kailena sakal, and he drank all, not that he just took some water and achaman, how we do when we go to a kund and we see from external point of view the water is not very clean. Achaman karlo, just put it and we move. Mahaprabhu drank it and drank all the water. Pan kailena sakal. Everything he finished, drank all the water. In the purport, Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur says, iron is the cheapest metal. Yes, iron is the cheapest metal. Such an iron pot had become worn out after prolonged use, means it was rusted, worn out. Moreover, it was meant for external use. It was not a drinking water pot. To demonstrate that through spiritual vision, now please listen carefully. To demonstrate that through spiritual vision, from the transcendental point of view, the material conception of poverty and destitution is an impediment in the devotional service of the Lord. The Lord drank water from the broken iron water pot of the poor Sridhar and thus taught the entire world how to respect and honor devotees. I repeat, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu taught the entire world how to respect and honor devotees. And again, this very important Vaishnava teaching of respecting and honoring Vaishnavas and serving Vaishnavas, Vaishnava Seva. Out of the four Sampradayas, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu accepted this principle from the Sri Sampradaya of Sripad Ramanujacharya. Vaishnava Seva, Vaishnava Mahima, understanding the glory of Vaishnavas. Mahaprabhu is teaching the whole world that we should not have external considerations. As Srila Rupa Goswami teaches us in Shri Upadeshamrit, that the Ganga Jal may have panka, phen, budbud, may have bubbles, foam, or panka, mud, but still Brahma Dravatvam. But still it is Brahma Dravya. It is Brahma, it is spiritual, the water of Ganga, because it is Vishnu Padodaka. It is the water that has washed the lotus feet of Trivikram Bhagwan. So it is spiritual, it is Charanamrut, it is non different from Krishna. It is Krishna's Charanamrut. Sometimes devotees ask why in Chaitanya Bhagavat it is said that Ganga is Krishna, non different from Krishna. Even in Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu tells Vidyavachaspati that you worship Krishna in the form of Ganga in Navadvip. And Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya, you are the brother of Vidyavachaspati, you stay in Shri Kshetra, Purushottam Kshetra, and you worship Lord Jagannath, who is Daru Brahma. And Vidyavachaspati, you worship Jala Brahma, Ganga. So how Ganga is Krishna? Because Krishna's Charanamrut is non-different from Krishna. Krishna Nam, Krishna's paraphernalia, Krishna's prasad, it is non-different from Krishna in that sense. And last two verses, text 458. Paramarthe pana ichha haila jakhane sudhamrita bhakta jala haila takhane. When Lord Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu developed a transcendental desire to drink that water of Sridhar, that devotee's water became the purest nectar. So we should not imitate, okay? We should not imitate, otherwise we will get dysentery or some E. coli infection. We should not imitate, but we understand the siddhanta, the concept that a devotee is worshipable, a devotee's water is worshipable, a devotee's charnamrut is worshipable. Lord developed a desire. I want to drink that water from the water pot, which is dirty, old, rusted, meant for external use. That water became purest nectar. Sudhamrit bhakta jal haila takhane. At that moment, it became purest. भक्ति भुजाई तैसे ए मत पात्र जल परमार्थे वैष्णवेर सकल निर्मल. Lord Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu drank water from such a pot to reveal the glories of devotional service and to show that from the spiritual point of view, everything belonging to a Vaishnava is pure. Paramarthe. Not from the point of view of Laukik Drishti, but from Paramarthik Drishti. From the spiritual point of view, Vaishnavera Sakala Nirmal. The Vaishnavas Tadiya, everything belongs to belonging to a Vaishnava is Nirmal. It is pure. It has spiritual value. Bhujaite. To teach this principle, to make us understand this principle, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he drank that water. Hari Bol. To reveal the glory of devotional service, that the water of a Vaishnava. So some Vaishnava has drunk water from a glass, then we can drink that water. It will give us bhakti. Or there is Vyasa Puja, Guru Maharaj, and there is Charanamrit. Paramadar. With great respect, we should drink that water. Sprinkle it on our head also to honor it. Because Mahabal, it has great strength to give us Krishna consciousness, to give us Krishna bhakti. So these are the wonderful pastimes of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu with his wonderful devotees in the wonderful book Sri Chaitanya Bhagavat by the wonderful Vaishnava Acharya Srila Vrindavan Das Thakur, commented upon by our wonderful Acharya Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur Prabhupada. So let us keep this beautiful pastime in our heart, how Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is leading all these devotees like Nityananda Prabhu, Advaita Prabhu, Gadadhar Pandit, Srivas Thakur, Sri Ram Pandit, Shuklambar Brahmachari, and everyone, Murari Gupt, to the house of Kolavecha Sridhar. And they are doing Harinam Sankirtan and dancing in ecstasy. And outside the one room cottage of Kolavecha Sridhar is his water pot, old, repaired, dirty, rusted iron pot that he uses for external purposes only, not for internal drinking purpose, only external purpose. Mahaprabhu picked up that water pot and drank all the water in it. Because see, there is no plumbing in those days. So you have to fill water and keep. So you go, you answer nature calls, you wash yourself, you go take a bath, then you fill that pot again with water and keep it. So next time you have to answer nature call, you just pick up that water pot, go sit down, respond to nature's call and wash yourself. Like that. And then take a bath again, fill it and keep it. So it was water kept for external use. And Mahaprabhu drank it to show everyone that I love Sridhar. He's such a pure devotee. Everything connected to him is pure. Even his water pot that is used for external purposes. Everything is pure about him. I just love him so much. If I drink anything, any water that is connected to Sridhar, I will get in his Bhakta Bhav, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu saying, I will get devotional service. I will get Krishna Prem. I will develop love for Krishna's lotus feet. And therefore, I will purify myself by drinking this water. Such is the glory of a Vaishnava. Even the water can be purified. What to speak of coming in contact with that Vaishnava, being embraced by the Vaishnava, hearing Harikatha from that Vaishnava, hearing Harinam from that Vaishnava, receiving blessings from that Vaishnava. What to speak of that? Kimuta. If just a water that has come in contact with that Vaishnava is accepted by us, we become purified. We get Krishna Bhakti. Satarati satarati salokantarayati. That is the power of a Vaishnava. So to show this principle, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu drank that water and all the devotees are in ecstasy, and then Mahaprabhu is glorifying Sridhar, glorifying devotional service, glorifying Vaishnavas. And in this way, this wonderful pastime unfolded. And remembering Krishna means to remember Krishna performing all these wonderful pastimes, the Siddhanta behind them, and the rasa in that pastime. This is the meaning of always remembering Krishna. Unless we hear about Krishna, we cannot remember Krishna. So now, by the mercy of Srila Vrindavan Das Thakur, Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur, Srila Prabhupada, and Bhakti Sangha Japa group, which is facilitating hearing Hari Katha, we have read this pastime, heard this pastime from Sri Chaitanya Bhagavat, which is authentic Shastra describing Sri Gauranga Mahaprabhu, the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Let us keep this in our hearts. In Navadvip Dham, this pastime took place in the kutir, bhajan kutir of Sri Kolavecha Sridhar, who was materially very impoverished, but spiritually he was very wealthy. Hare Krishna. Thank you very much. I will stop here. Jai Srila Prabhupada. If there are any questions
Hare
or
Krishna.
comments, we can take. Otherwise,
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. It's a very, very wonderful class, Prabhuji. Throughout the class, it was just the ninth canto was, as you said, Sadhu Hridayam Nalyam, Sadhanam Hridayam Tvaham. So very nice. Worshipping the Lord is favorable, but still worshipping the Vaishnavas is more favorable for the devotion service. That is what the purport of this class, I hope. And also today's class was saying about Kolavecha Sridhar's Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu drinking the water from Kolavecha Sridhar. And at last you said that the Lord in the wood form is known as Jagannath, and in water form he is known as Ganga. And today we got the quote from Srila Guru Maharaj, His Holiness Jayapataka Swami Guru Maharaj, saying the same quote. Lord Chaitanya said, Bhagavan comes in Kali Yuga in the form of wood and water. Wood is Jagannath Puri as Daru Brahman, and water is the Ganga. So that was that I remembered, Prabhuji, when you said. Thank you so much for this wonderful class. And we have one raised hand from Kripamayi Sita Mataji. Mataji, please go ahead. Hare Krishna. Mataji, you can unmute yourself. Wait, Mataji, I'll unmute. Okay. Can you unmute?
Okay, Madhaji. Yes, Madhaji. Thank you, Madhaji. Wonderful session, Prabhuji. Thank you, Prabhuji Dandatna. Prabhuji, that I wanted to ask you that you told one verse of Bhakta Dhuli, Bhakta Pada Dhuli. No, which verse is that? And I want to clearly please explain that one, please.
That verse is from the Antelila of Sri Chaitanya Charitamrit. Maybe someone can share it. Bhakta pada dhuliyara bhakta pada jal bhakta bhukta avashesha tina mahabal. That the dust from the lotus feet of a devotee, bhakta pada dhuli, bhakta pada jal, water that has washed the lotus feet of a pure devotee, and bhakta bhukta avashesh, the Mahaprasad left behind in the plate of a pure Vaishnava. These three substances are declared by all the Shastras again and again to possess tremendous power to give us Krishna Prem, to give us Krishna Bhakti. The dust from the lotus feet of a Vaishnava, the water that has washed the lotus feet of a Vaishnava, and the remnants of prasad after being left behind after eating by a Vaishnava. Bhakta pada dhuli or bhakta pada jal, bhakta bhukta avasheshe teen mahabal. So Srila Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami writes this in the Antelila when he describes the story of Srila Raghunath Das Goswami's uncle, Kalidas. Kalidas. So like that. Also shared here. Yeah.
Very nice. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Mataji. Prahladanand Prabhu.
Namdat Pranam, Prabhuji.
Very
nice references. You gave every sentence there was reference. This Mataji, Kunti Mataji also says, Namo Akinchan Vitta Nivrit Gunradasya Atma Ramay Sante Kevalya Pate Nama. So there also she is praising that Lord Krishna is akinchans vitta. Those who are really akinchan, although they may have material prosperity, but at heart they are akinchan, looking for love for Lord Sri Krishna, serving the devotees. So this was a little reflection I had, Prabhuji. Thank you very much.
That's good. Thank you for sharing that, Prahladananda Prabhu. Hare
Thank you,
Krishna.
Prabhuji. Thank you, Prabhuji. Any more questions, dear devotees, or realizations? Okay. Okay, we do not have any more questions, Prabhu, and
Yes.
thank you so much. With your permission, we can end the class here, Prabhuji.
Thank you.
Hare
Thank you.
Krishna. Yes, Preeti Vilasini Mataji, you wanted to say something?
Just wanted to say thank you for the very nice class.
Hare Krishna. Thank you, Mataji.
Hare Krishna. Thank you, Mataji. So, devotees, let's pay our obeisances to Prabhuji. Vancha kalpatrupesha kripa sindhu
नमो नमः
Ananta Koti Vaishnava
कोटि वैष्णव
Prabhupada ki jai.
जय
Thank you. Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Prabhuji. Koti Koti
जय
Dandavat.
Shri
Thank you,
Radhe
Radhe.
Radhe
Have a nice
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
conscious
Radhe
day.
Radhe.